Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday, the 4th of the 12th. Well, the 4th of the 12th would do, but the 4th of December would sound much better. Anyway, looking at the euro dollar, and it's run back into my new trend line there. So it's run back in, having a little bit of reaction to it at the moment, maybe. Also into the weekly R1 sitting there. What does it look like at the moment? Well, these Asian rallies have generally been sold. We did just nobble the daily pivot there, so daily pivot R1's been hit again, just as we saw yesterday. Did exactly the same thing, ran through the daily pivot into the R1. Personally, I prefer to short this market, so I will be looking post 8 o'clock to see if there's opportunities. Whether I do the euro or the pound this morning is another matter, but both these two markets I think have still got potential for downside, so I'm generally shorting rallies. So that's where we are with the euro. Pound, so pound wise, whoops, gone right out to the weeklies there for some reason. The pound didn't get the bounce the euro did. It's had a little bit of a movement this morning. Let's just check through the time frames here. Look at the ranges, it's getting tighter and tighter over the weeks here. It's quite a good picture to be looking at. It's sort of sitting between effectively one pivot level between the well, that was even, it wasn't even a full pivot level there, but between its weekly pivot and S1, it's well, it's already ranged at yesterday through the Asian session there. Where to now? Well, looking at it, I'd prefer to be on the sell side of this market. I'll see post 8 o'clock now. It's done a bit of diving around. There is a trend line from the low to this current bar, maybe. We'll see how it shakes out, but again, looking for the potential downside there towards yesterday's lows there, maybe that S1. Dollar yen. So dollar yen strengthened, or the yen strengthened against the US dollar there so far this shift. There's not a lot of reasoning behind that, apart from it's just strengthening against it. It's put a lower high in there, and well, I said not a lot of reason. The Fed Powell did speak again yesterday, suggesting a more dovish tone to the markets, but he did. People pick up on the dovishness, but he did also say that some growth is continuing. So, or some productivity growth is continuing. But to be fair, they need to look at all the numbers all of the time. And I think to be they are looking at a numbers-driven increase. Coming down this yen, well, he's pretty much done a daily range and a half here from what he's been doing recently. I wouldn't want to be doing too much. It may have got a bit oversold on some time frames here. May have a retracement, but at the moment it's confirmed a lower high in. It's looking, if anything, a bit weaker, and I'd not look to do too much with that. It's just not got enough zip in it left for today, basically. Okay, Aussie dollar. Seeing the gap's still there below. Now the RBA statement was as pretty much as expected. Interest rate left at 1.5 to support the economy, and it's key words there, to support the economy. So it needs support at the moment. Looking from where we are at the moment, well, it's still, for me, it's more bullish tones, and it could run up towards that daily 200. Whether it will is another matter. I'd still like to see this gap closed and a weekly pivot knocked. So it's put a higher low in, it's left the gap, and we'll see how it manages through the UK session, US session later. But I'm wary of that, and I'd like to see those gaps filled. Canadian dollar's holding its own here, sold off, helped by oil prices there as well. To be fair, it isn't just on the same moves as we saw with the pound and the euro there. It's pretty much just looking at what he's doing. The momentum's still there. There's no divergence at the moment. It may come to divergence. Untouched daily pivot above, but it has got the momentum running with it at the moment. So wouldn't really want to be touching against it. Do I think it will continue running down? No, and obviously the reasons for that are sitting there in the weekly outlook. Okay, that's it for me. I will leave you to it. Have a great day. Today wise, we have got Carney speaking at 9:15 there, due to speak at the Bank of England Deputy Governors about Brexit withdrawal agreement. So I'm sure he can get some doom and gloom on it, so we better get short in the pound quickly. Maybe construction PMI out a bit later. That's a lesser of the PMIs. The services PMI more importantly tomorrow. FOMC speaker then at 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock we've got another MPC speaker. But that's it for today. Have a great one. Bye for now.